In this tutorial, you're going to learn how to create a simple HTTP server in Node.js. So we're going to use a few built-in Node.js functions to actually create a simple HTTP server to serve a web page, or rather a little bit of HTML content, and then I'll move on and show you how you can also serve up different types of data such as JSON. So let's first of all get the createServer function from the HTTP module that's built into Node.js. And notice I'm just using a bit of destructuring to actually get the function out of the HTTP module because we don't need the rest of it for this tutorial. So the createServer function actually returns an object, so let's save that into a variable called server. And the createServer function actually accepts a function as a callback which has two arguments, the request and response objects, which allow us to handle requests coming into the server and handle responses going back to the user. If you've used the Express framework before, this will look fairly familiar to you, as when you set up a new route, you also get a request and a response object to work with. So the first thing we're going to do is write some headers back to the response, and in this first example we're going to serve back some HTML, so we'll set the content type to text/HTML. We're also setting a status code of 200 in our response, as that will tell the user's browser, or whatever program is accessing our server, that this response is okay. The next thing we're going to do is actually send some data back to the user, and we do this with the write function on our response object. And because we've set our content type to text.html, I can actually put some HTML tags inside of that response. And the final thing to do is just to call the end function on our response object, otherwise the HTTP request will never actually complete. So that's our server object created. We actually need to set it as listening before it will actually accept any requests, and we do that just by calling the listen function on the server object that we've created. So now if we run our code, if we head on over to a browser, you can see our HTML page is being displayed, and if we check in our developer tools in the network tab, you can see for that response the actual content type was set as text.html. So that's just a simple way where you can create a simple web server to respond with some HTML content. What about if you actually wanted to respond with a different type of data like JSON for example? Well, it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is change the content type to the type of content you want to send back. And instead of sending some HTML text back in our response, we can pass back a JavaScript object. But because we can't directly send JavaScript through our network request, we just need to change this into a string, which we'll do with the JSON.stringify function. So let's reload our app and go back to our web page. And if we refresh the page, you can see that JavaScript object is now displaying in the browser, and we can tell it's JSON because we've got the double quotes around the property names. But if we just check the network request again, you can see the content type of our response is coming back as application JSON. So these techniques work really well if you're just setting up a bit of content to serve back to the user. If you're looking at something a bit more involved, working with multiple routes and passing data into your application, then things can get quite complicated, so you might be better off looking at a framework like Express or Happy.